This episode of African Hunter has been brought to you by Sniper Africa and East Cape Bushveld Hunting.
This hunt was a real special hunt for me. It was because I've been behind the camera for many years, but I don't often get to actually hunt myself and get someone to film me. So this was finally my turn to get out there, look through the scope at that buck I've been just waiting for and nail it. We're heading off to a special place for me. It was in the Fort Beaufort area. It's called East Cape Bushveld Hunting. Nico Else and Leonard Human own ECBH Hunting, and they're also both professional hunting guides. So we just knew we were going to have no problem getting onto those trophy animals. All right, well, it's day one, hunt one. We're at the spot now. We're going to work our way through the bush and into the krans there along the riverbed. We're looking for warthog, and we're also looking for bushbuck. The plan is I'm going to use the bow if we can get close enough. If we can't get close enough, we've also got the rifle. So in this thick bush and these krans, it's not always easy to get within that 30-40 yards range. Nico said he's going to leave the hunt up to Leonard this time. He had full trust that Leonard is a skillful PH and that he could get the job done with us. So we were happy with that. It was really good. He's a great guy and he was an excellent guide throughout the hunt. In the valley bush area that we were hunting, there was also really good bushbuck rams. Leonard and Nico had said we've got to keep an eye out. They do like to hide in the thick stuff. It's really hard hunting these animals. They're very clever, and especially when you're in the thick bush, it's so easy to get busted real close up to animals.
That was the water we were after. Oh, it's big. 10 inches plus. Very big tusks. Big ball. Man.
We must have been stalking for about 2 hours and we saw the top of the animal we were looking for, a bushbuck. We got closer and closer and then we realized it was a bushbuck ewe.
Man, this place is amazing. There's fresh dung everywhere. A whole lot of bushbuck ewes. We've seen a couple of rams, but not the ones we're looking for.
It must have been another couple hours had gone past. We're trying to keep as quiet as we could, but it was super hard. There was a lot of foliage and sticks and branches all over the place, and we had to be very careful the way we placed our feet and the way we moved through the bush. And eventually we came into the slight opening, which was so perfect and scenic, and there we saw it, the bushbuck I'd been looking for. Tension was building, the adrenaline was flowing, we were so close. And eventually we moved ourselves forward behind a grassy bank. We had got into the perfect position. I stuck my head up just to see where the animal was, and he was bedded down right there, 25 yards away from me. He was bedded down in a way that was almost impossible to make a shot. He was looking right at me. But still, I wanted to give it a go.
I had about 3 or 4 more steps when I was crawling, and I would have had the shot. Man, we had this grassy bank over here. Couldn't see over it, so we had to get to the top, but that put us about 20 meters away from the animal. It's taken us about 2.5, 3 hours to get this close. In the matter of 1 second. These animals are so clever. Incredible sight, hearing, smell, way beyond us.
Leonard directed us to a spot where he said he had seen some really nice bushbuck rams a few weeks prior to that, and apparently it was an area where they had often been seen grazing. So we headed on out up the steep embankment. As we came over this little ridge, there was this little valley we saw right in front of us an awesome Duiker ram. The setup just seemed so perfect. We could slow everything down, set up really good, and just wait for the ram to come into the perfect place for me to get that shot.
It's a really nice Duiker here. He's hiding behind a tree right now. We're just waiting for him to come out. There's no way we're going to be able to make a move with a bow, so we've taken out the rifle again. Just got to wait for him to come out, and then I'm going to take a shot. Can you see him coming out now? Yeah.
animals are so fast, I couldn't believe it. As the bullet hit him, he just jumped clear out of the frame of the footage. He ran up a small hill and just expired right there in front of us. What an awesome way to start the hunt. My biggest duiker ram yet, first animal of the trip, and it was only day one and we still had a whole day left to hunt. Yo, look at this. Hey? Oh, very nice. Very, very happy. Hey? Again, right at the end of the day, last light. Whew, man. Yeah, we couldn't get it done with the bow, but it's really tough out here in Africa with walk and stalk on bow. But man, it did the job, hey. We stalked in really well. Man, came across this water hole over here and we knew that there should be something around and he popped out, man. We're losing light fast. It was the end of the day. We set the duiker up for some photos. It was just a great moment, you know. We had worked hard, we got super close to that bushbuck ram. Couldn't pull it off, but then what a way to finish off the day. It was time to head on back to the lodge, have a good old South African braai, sit around the fire, talk about the events of the day, strategize for the next hunt, because the next day the pressure was going to be on. We had to get that bushbuck ram. And now we're heading straight into the bush looking for bushbuck and warthog. Those are the two main animals we're focusing on today. We're looking at hoping to take one with a bow. Often with a bow you can end up with a blank, so you want to take the rifle just in case, you know, especially in cases of like low light, things like at the end of the day and it's a risky shot with a bow, you normally you take the rifle. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours went by and still nothing. It just seemed like we were having such bad luck. So much so that we had absolutely no opportunities right up until the end of the day.
We can see a bushbuck ram. He's quite a long way off, but he's moving down this pathway. We might be too exposed here. It looks like we might want to go and get a setup done, but see if we can call it right, figure the right pathway that he's going to come down.
The time was flying by, the light was fading fast, and it just seemed like everything was against us. Leonard decided to set up an ambush because there was a well-used animal trail about 50 yards from us. But luck had to be on our side for that animal to come down that particular pathway before the light fades. So we decided to take the chance, set up and hope for the best. Leonard said there's no ways we can ethically make a bow shot at this time of the day. So he gave me the rifle and he said, if you can see the shot, take it because we're losing light fast.
Starting to lose too much light for the bow, so we took out the rifle, set up a really good spot here. We saw him from quite a far way off, so we had enough time to set up. He just came through the footpath exactly we were hoping he was going to come through.
What a nice ram, eh? Sure. At this point the light had faded, it was almost dark. We set the animal up as quick as we could, got all the shots and photos we needed and just appreciated how beautiful this ram really was. Nico and Leonard had set up a hunt of a lifetime for us. The two animals we took were a perfect example of the great species that can be taken here in the Eastern Cape Bush. To get a setup like that on a good sized duiker ram was just what we needed. And then to get a close range shot on a beautiful bushbuck ram like that was just the cherry on the top. Nico and Leonard have an excellent setup, their hospitality is top notch, and this most definitely was a hunt I would remember for a long time to come.
Straight down. Perfect shot, man. Well done.
Straight down, awesome.
To get the In The Zone crew to come and film your hunt or to be on the African Hunter TV show, contact us at info@itzmedia.co.za or visit www.itzmedia.co.za.